Alright guys, so on this week's episode of Smoking with Tony K, I'm going to talk about something that I haven't done yet on this, and that's distributing 3 different types of meat into that smoker, getting yourself ready, getting yourself prepared, and working through the process. This was not hard at all. By this point, you guys should have done at least 1 or 2 meats. I've got a turkey and a ham that I'm going to make a video on here soon, but I want to talk about that idea of just controlling 3 different meats and controlling the way that you need to cook through it. So these next few steps are really going to focus on if you have multiple meats and they're not the same, as in they don't go in the exact same time, they need different amounts of time in the smoker, things like that. You want to kind of keep it all within that same temperature, but that is what we're going to discuss today. So for this, what I did was chicken legs, Italian sausages, both sweet and mild, and then a pork butt. And it was really easy. I mean, this wasn't hard at all. The pork butt took the longest amount of time, so that goes in first, obviously, right? The chicken legs and the sausages, I actually put them in about the same time. Chicken legs don't take that long. Wings and legs are not a long time cooking issue, so you don't actually have to wait that long for them. Pretty awesome if you think about it. The things here that I do want to talk about is, first, you need to be aware that you're going to be opening your smoker a lot more than normal because you're going to have to get that initial meat going, all the steps there. And then you're going to have the other meats. If you do like I did, where you could throw 2 of them on at the same time after the first one, it's not going to be that bad. But you have to remember nonetheless. So always account for that a little bit. Try and maybe turn the temperature up just a bit, because you're already going to have to turn it up a little bit higher than what you normally would for just 1 meat because of the amount of meat in your smoker. So that's something that you really want to be aware of. I also would recommend, if you are able to change the wood chips out during the smoking process. I know some people may not like that, but if you're doing a long, super long day of cooking and you're going to be in and out of your smoker a lot, perhaps having some extra wood chips ready to just throw right in, that might be a good idea. Last thing, and this is absolutely crucial, make sure that there's some kind of synergy between what you're cooking flavor-wise. Don't go for like a barbecue and then something that doesn't pair well with barbecue, because all that flavor is going to come together. So what I did was a lot of similar seasonings. You got your salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. And then it was just really similar seasonings between the chicken and the pork. Obviously, Italian sausages came pre-seasoned, they were good to go. But just kind of think about that, because that is going to all soak in that flavor. It's the same thing as when you choose your wood chips. You want to choose wood chips that have a good flavor. If you're going for something sweet, you want to choose a sweet chip. If you're going for something smoky, you want to choose a smoky chip, so on and so forth. It's not that hard. But do not underestimate how hard it's going to be to get that temperature up after you put meat back in and after you check on it and this, that, and the other thing. Outside of that, very easy, not complicated, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Here in the coming weeks, I'm going to talk about smoking a turkey and smoking a ham. We're a few months away from the holiday season. We don't know what's going to happen with the pandemic this year in terms of if we're going to get together. But nonetheless, if you do have to take on the challenge of cooking, well, I got you covered. So thank you guys so much. Remember, you can smoke meat. It's not hard. And that's it. I mean, there's no excuse anymore. I've shown you guys the basics. I've gotten you up to handling 3 different of those basic meats. Here over the coming weeks, we're going to talk about ham, we're going to talk about turkey. They were so simple. And the turkey was fall off the bone. So I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the rest of this week's episode.